So welcome to the Unlocking the K-Wave World Korea Product Post event. Korea Product Post is a leading digital media publication dedicated to bringing you the latest news, reviews, and insights, and on wide array of Korean products ranging from beauty, fashion, to technology and lifestyle. In today's event, specifically, we celebrate innovation, creativity, and fusion of global cultures with Boba Nation. And for that, we welcome Baltej Sra, the visionary founder and CEO of Boba Nation, a brand launched in 2021 with the goal of merging traditional Asian and American flavors. He started the journey in Hayward and Newark and quickly expanded stores to Pleasanton, California, with a fourth location set to debut in October this year. Fueled by a passion for innovation, Baltish has personally developed over 300 unique drink recipes, creating a distinctive menu that sets Boba Nation apart. Under his leadership, Boba Nation is on track for a significant national and international growth, with plans to enter international markets as well. Let's find out more about his journey and how has the K-wave specifically influenced the Boba Nation. And before we start with our questions, just a quick note for our audience. You can ask your questions in the chat and we'll take them up in the end. So, Baltic, Boba Nation has become a popular name in the beverage industry. It has a whole range of different offerings. Can you
Yes,
share the story behind its inception
of
and
course.
what?
So first thing, I know everybody would be wondering, why do we need another boba brand? Boba by itself, you have so many different names out there, and it's in every nook and corner, right? Boba. And so it was challenging because, I had to really think twice. It's already a saturated market. Should I really enter? And the only reason why I got convinced was because we wanted to do something different, right? Boba Nation came in with a vision, and our vision was to blend the traditional Asian flavors with the American concept, right? So what we saw traditionally is wherever some of the existing boba brands, what we've seen is they have that same milk tea, tight, slushes, and maybe some iced tea. That's it. That's what their menu is. And like I said, we want to do something different. So when you come to our store now, you will see Skittle slush, Sour Patch slush, marshmallow shake, ice cream float, right? So this is a very American concept. So even today in America, there's so many people out here that don't even know what boba is. If I talk to somebody, hey, I have a business called Boba Nation, and he's like, what is boba, right? And so this kind of helps me that now in our store, when they see a familiar name like a marshmallow shake, we used to have marshmallow when we were a kid. Like growing up, marshmallow was one thing that we used to do. So that's a familiar name, and trying a marshmallow shake with a little bit of boba, I'll be more open to it rather than trying something new and I have not even heard about. So I think what we are doing is we're having a new thing in an American culture where they can become more open to our Asian culture, right? So that's our goal of what Boba Nation is, and that's how we came into existence. Um, as you mentioned, we started off in 2021. Our first store was we started off with our two locations, which was in Newark and Hayward, and then we started with a franchise location in 2023, and now we are opening our location in San Jose, which will be coming up in September. Now, the fun thing about San Jose location is now this is the location where we'll be introducing wine slushes as well. So now we're bringing Europe into it. Like, of course, wine is global, but I would say France is the main contender of wine, right? When you think of wine, France is one of the names that the country that does come to your mind. So France is there, and of course, we're also bringing in cheese wheel pasta, which is a very Italian concept. So of course, we want to be very diversified, and we are going to bring everything that's out there, cultural, like, all those best things that are available in different cultures. We're going to bring it, and we'll let the customers then decide our menu. So then what we do is of course, we can't keep all these drinks and keep a big listing. And we eventually have to start narrowing down based on our customers' demand. What did they like? What they did not like? For example, we brought in mamey. Mamey is a very Mexican fruit, and we made a mamey smoothie out of it. But not many. It's kind of like chiku milkshake. It tastes like chiku, But not many people really liked it, and we never didn't get see that demand, so we'll be taking that out. So the idea is to, create a space for our customers where they can try these unique drinks and also somehow get culturally connected to the culture that inspired those drinks. So that's our idea behind Boba Nation.
At least having a familiar flavor, even with something new, would be more likely. There's more likelihood of people to try it rather than just
Exactly. Yes.
So I also see that you have some Korean desserts like bingsu in your menu. What inspired you to add uh, Korean
So,
desserts in?
you mentioned about the K-wave, right? And
Yes.
I think what K-Wave has done is it's helped Asian culture. Of course, it's helped the South Asian or South Korean culture, and also the Asian culture, and kind of somehow brought it into a global stage. So I think it's very inspiring, and it's helped a lot of businesses like me to bring all these great things from different cultures into one location. And of course, bingsu is one of those things too. It's a favorite Korean dessert. And I was not aware of bingsu initially, and it was my trip to San Diego. I went there for a business trip and I tried bingsu and I fell in love with it. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I You would not believe I had like 3 servings of mango and strawberry bingsu, right? And I was so much in love with it. I said, I need to have this. So I went back, and we do have a testing team as well. We are a total 3 people who are part of the testing team. And of course, I had no knowledge how to create it. I had zero understanding of what it is and how to make it. And luckily, of course, we have some great YouTubers in Korea who do these recipes. And I forgot that person's name, but I would like to thank him personally. But they would at least give us a starting point, right? But then what we would do is we would make our own variation, right? Like for example, for bingsu, how much condensed milk should we add? Do we do it without condensed milk? Do we just do water and milk? And there's so many different variations that you can do.
Yeah.
And because we want to be the best, so we try different variations, depending on our palate and my team's palate, and then we come up with a recipe that we think would be better than any other recipe out there. So
That's
that's
what would set
how.
you apart. Yeah.
Yes, that's how we came up with our with bingsu, and it's doing really great, especially the mango, the strawberry, mango, and ube. They are our hit. They're customers' favorite.
So are there any traditional Korean flavors like they have red bean paste in bingsu? And all? Do they work in
Like I said,
America?
if you look at our menu, right, we are inspired by the Hallyu Wave, right?
Yes.
You look at our menu, we have taro, we have matcha, we have
Yes.
um, uh, bingsu, right? We have taro, matcha, bingsu, honeydew, brown sugar boba, right? So when you look at matcha, of course, matcha is more Japanese, but it's been so much widely accepted in Korean cafes, right? That it's become a
Yes.
part of the tradition. So that's why I consider matcha as part of K-wave. And of course, we have so many different drinks with matcha. We have mango matcha, strawberry matcha, and these are our customers' favorite, right? Taro, as you know, is a very Asian staple food,
Mhm.
like taro, and it's very well known in Korean desserts as well. And we have taro milk tea, and taro milk tea is one of our #1 selling drinks out there. So so hats off to all the cultural influence that's helping our business, right? Honeydew is another one, right? K melon. Honeydew is we have a drink called honeydew milk tea. We have honeydew shake, and they're doing amazing. Brown sugar boba, of course, it's a great it's taken a big hit in South Korea. And of course, with us, it's one of our favorite toppings, the customers, which is our brown sugar boba, and they love it. So as you can see, our menu is inspired, and the customers have given us a great response. And talking about red bean, so red bean is something that I wanted to, like, we had a red bean smoothie, which I really loved. We had the red bean fresh milk, we had, which I adored. And somehow the customer, like I said, you know what, our menu is driven by customer. We will give
Yeah.
them whatever it's out
Yes.
there, which we feel is really great, but then we'll let them drive it. For some reason, red bean just could not make it. It was every time we did it. Twice we tried to introduce red bean, and both the time it was just not successful. So maybe it's just the American culture or their palate that it just doesn't, or maybe I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they accepted in boa, but in Bingsu they were like not
Yeah,
red
so
bean.
it's a hit and miss, right? Like
Yeah.
most of the things have been a pretty much hit, but red bean somehow, I've tried my best. It just didn't do a hit
So,
for us. Yeah.
so was there any surprising flavor combinations that you did not expect would work, but then still they're working well with the customer base in either boba or Bingsu? Hi, are we still connected?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you are.
some
You're back.
network issue. Yeah,
Okay, no problem.
my network dropped. Yeah, so I was just asking, was there any surprising flavor combinations that you were not expecting people to like, but people adored it?
I think we experimented with watermelon bingsu, which became pretty much favorite. There's another drink that we introduced, which was honeydew and coral. It was kind of like a mixture of both, and which I thought would not be as successful because it was a little bit different. It looked different, but again, I think it was unique drink, and people really liked it as well. Um, I'm very excited to introduce wine slushes. We've not started the recipe process for that yet, but I want to see how that would be, or how people would accept that. Because of course it's a boba where people would think, it should be just non-alcoholic drinks, and now we're adding wine. But it's not like we're putting a lot of wine into it. It's something to experiment and try and see if the customers like it, then we'll probably introduce it into our other stores as well. So yeah, so we almost do testing on a monthly basis. We look at our menu, see what's selling, what's not, remove things, and add things. And of course, YouTube channels and different Instagram stuff, they also inspire us as well to get those drinks going for us.
You also, I think it's lived. So let's go to next one. Korean culture has impacted a lot of global food trends, especially the K-pop songs or the K-dramas. They influence what is being becoming popular in food industry. So has any of this influenced Boba Nation drink creation? As in, do you have a drink inspired by a K-pop song or a K-drama?
We've not reached to that level yet. I think so. It's different stages, right? Right now, the stage that we are a very new company per se, right? And the stage right now is to finally kind of like level set our menu right now, right? Because we have so many drinks. Like I said, we have almost 300 offerings, but we are reducing it down because we're getting different feedback from different customers, right? For some, it's very overwhelming. For some, they love it. So we want to meet somewhere halfway. Um, so right now, I think our focus is on containing our menu, see what works, what does not, and also experiment at the same time. But eventually, once we are settled down, then we will take this into a next level where we can. I know there's so many different companies are doing, something related to some video games or some other Instagram stuff that they're putting it out there. But we're not there yet. But hopefully, eventually, we will get there.
But I did see you have something with dalgona. You have a shake
Yes,
or drink. That
Dalgona was
that
another one. So Dalgona was another stuff, one of the things that we wanted to experiment. And I'm still wondering, how did I get introduced to Dalgona, right? Because that's very a Korean culture as well.
yes, yes.
And somehow I came to know about it. And the best thing is it's very easy to make.
Mm.
Dalgona, right? And it does have a long shelf life comparatively because it's just water and coffee, right? And you just kind
Mm.
of like whip it. So somehow I liked it, just the process of making it, and then we just wanted to introduce it and try it, and it's been a great hit as well. So Dalgona has done really well for us.
So okay. So how do you basically honor the Asian roots while going with the flavors that rest of the world likes, so that you appeal to, again, it's America, you have lots of cultures there. So how do
Right.
you appeal to all of them?
So I think maybe that's why we have a bigger menu, right? So look, we believe in diversity, right? I think I have a team which is from different background as well, and they will bring ideas as also like, hey, let's try this drink, let's try that drink, and I'm always open to it. I've never said no to anything. Even Bingsu, introducing Bingsu was a big challenge, right? Because you do need those machines as well. And now you're wondering, where do I get these machines from? So it was a process, but the will was there, right? Because I loved it. Oh my God, Bingsu is amazing, right? So I loved it. I wanted to have it, and believe it or not, we have tried Bingsu in so many different places, and then we compare as well. We would go to different places, and then we would compare and see, is our better or not, and so far, at least of the areas around here that we've tried, I mean, ours is the best. And and I'm not just saying because just saying it, it's because we've put in the effort to get there, right? So it was a lot of hard work, a lot of experimentation, but we are finally there. And like you said, we want to appeal to everybody. We want to bring drinks from every culture. Like we have chai milk tea. So chai is from India, right? But it's not a great success. So eventually we'll be taking that out from the menu as well. So I think some of the best drinks which are really popular in Korea as well is like brown sugar milk tea. That is doing really good here. So I think whatever works there is working here as well, like in popularity wise, right? So you have brown sugar milk tea, you have strawberry fresh milk, which is doing amazing. So I think somehow, some way we are very universal as well. Like if, for example, brown sugar milk tea, it is appealing in one part of the world, but the trend is everywhere. Brown sugar boba, right? It's really a hit in South Korea, but it's doing really amazing everywhere else as well. So that's pretty unique and it's pretty interesting to know that we as humans, even though we're culturally different, are somehow our taste buds are kind of like connected, right? Of course, there are extremes as well, like red bean, which is very cultural focused, right? So, and I've seen that. So I see these different variations, and I'm awed and I'm inspired. I'm like amazed, like how we work as human, right? So
Yeah.
it's very interesting.
I also see that you do something special on Tuesdays. Are they always new drinks, or do you
So
reintroduce the?
so we were brainstorming. We were thinking of, what, let's do something, unique or different. Like, and we got inspired. To be frank, we got inspired by T-Mobile. So T-Mobile has something called T-Mobile Tuesday, where they do something different, and where you can go in and participate in some prize or something. And then we said, you know what, if T-Mobile has made it successful, let's make Boba Tuesday a success. So that's how Boba Tuesday came into the picture. And now we are like adamant, like every Tuesday that comes in, we are like focused. We have our reels ready. So because now it's a very Facebook, Instagram world, and we
Yes.
have to show our presence out there. And we're hoping that the more we push Boba Tuesday, eventually it's going to be a catchy thing, and then people will get, will kind of connect to it. And so for Boba Tuesday, what we do is we just go through our menu, and we see, okay, let's start with Bingsu. So I think we did Bingsu for Boba Tuesday as well, because it was new, and we wanted to make sure people are aware of it, where we tell them buy one Bingsu and get one for 50% off, right? We did one for Dalgona coffee, and which was also a new addition to our drink. And then we did one for ice cream sundae, and one is our cream slush. So cream slushes, we did that. So the idea behind Boba Tuesday is to make it a trend, right? Where it's Tuesday. My God, what does Boba Nation has now? So I want that to be a trend where it's catchy, where people are like waiting for that offer. Well, what's new when will be happening with Boba Nation, or what will they be coming up with this time? And we just and thankfully, our menu being large, it's a blessing as well, because we have so many different variations to give to our customers. But at the same time, like I said, we are working to concise it to a point where it's manageable, where it's it's fine with somebody, because not everybody are same, right? I get it. Some people are really overwhelmed by something too big, and some people are fine to manage it. So we want to kind of find a middle ground where
Mhm.
everybody's happy. So I think that's, and we've named this as Boba Nation 2.0. So we are redoing our digital menu. We're redoing our picture menu. We're getting into our mobile app as well. So Boba Nation 2.0 will be a lot of fun. We're introducing wine as well. So let's see where it goes.
So any plans of international market
Yes,
expansion,
yes.
specifically to South Korea?
Yes. Well, South Korea. Oh, yeah, of course. So we are into franchising, right? We started that franchising off, like I said, in 2023, and because it's very hard financially for one person to grow everywhere. It gets very difficult. So we do have something really great. We've created Boba Nation with a great unique menu, with a very good vision, right? Diversification is what we believe in. And I think now I want to bring this to like-minded business entrepreneurs out there who can understand the vision and grow it in their countries or in their community. So whether it's national or international, we're always there to support. I've had offers from Australia, India, um, even Switzerland. So we are talking to those individuals. But at the same time, we don't want to grow too fast as well, where it becomes hard to manage. So we're just thinking, which is how to do it in a way where it's sustainable and scalable. So we want to do it in both ways.
Any international locations we can see soon?
So India, I think you will see us very soon in Mumbai. So one of my friend is really interested, who wants to open, and he really likes the idea. And I have one person in Australia who is also interested, and they're looking for space. So hopefully India and Australia are two countries, I would say, where you would see our presence very soon.
So before we wrap up, any insights from you as a solo entrepreneur in this interesting space, or how do you manage the whole diverse menu or anything?
Yeah, I think I would say it is very challenging, but if your dream is, concrete, and if you have the right team, it just makes things easier. So I think my focus has always been on my team, making sure I have the right team around me. We also want to focus on customer service because we are new and we don't have any room to make mistakes. We want to make sure our customers leave happy. We take all the feedback very seriously because look, when we were new, we had some of the customers complain about our packaging, like, and it would leak. Like sometimes, now you have DoorDash, you have other services, right? And they would take your drink and they would not treat that same as you would, like your own drink. So they would just kind of like throw it in the car and the drink would spill. So then we thought of ideas to how do we make it more sealable. So listen to your customers, listen to their feedback, and always improve and show them that you're improving, that you're doing something different. You're listening to the feedback and you're improving on it. And I think they will appreciate you more and they will stay longer with you. So that's what I have to share with my experience so far.
Audience, do we have any questions, or we shall wrap it up? We don't have any right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully I answered everything.
Okay, I do have some. So do you have any plans to develop an instant drink that could reach new markets where there are currently no store locations? For instance, Starbucks now offers instant coffee available in convenience stores.
Right. So I think we're not there yet. It would take a lot of investment to get something going. Of course, I have to understand what drinks would sell, which are pop. Of course, I know brown sugar milk tea, of course, is one of them that would be there on the list. Taro milk tea would be on the list, right? So yeah, we do know what drinks would be on the list, but how do we package it for long term, right? Shelf life, all that stuff. So I've not looked into that, but I think this is a really good idea. So I would really want to thank them for sharing that, because that's an additional revenue stream that could be generated. So now that is in my mind. I was not thinking about it, but thanks to you. So I will definitely ponder on this a little bit more and see what I can do about it.
So I hope all of you found this interview informative and engaging. And thank you, Baltej, for sharing your remarkable journey and insight.
All right.
Have
Thank
a
you so
great
much
day.
for having me. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Bye.